Hello, hello. All right. This is going to be a quick live stream. It's the end of the day. Some got away from me, but I think it's going to be fun. So for starters, I'm going to show a TikTok I made. I'm not using my fancy dancy OBS studio software right now though. So we are going to we're going to do it in an amateur way. But I'm going to show you not the one I posted today, but one in the drafts. That is, basically going to be the same thing, just set to a different audio, and I animated this myself. Um, and I don't know, it's clearly amateur-ish. I think it looks pretty cute, but I'm pretty proud of it, so I'll show you. So, my sophomore year of college, the Oklahoma song, it's called, like, O exclamation point Clahoma, and it's by Jack Stauber, and that was a big TikTok trend. It actually haunted me because I was going through a breakup at the time that it was trending on TikTok, so, like, I have, like, a lot of not fun, like, feeling sound memories associated with it, but the song is so quintessentially fall to me, and I enjoy the song now, like, I don't know. Life has gone on since then, so it's, like, kind of fun. So I wanted to use that sound because I made that little ghost on live yesterday, and I thought it would be fun to, like, put together this little story like this ghost is using reflow, and I set it to that sound that was trending way back when. But it's like the perfect little TikTok because it's just Halloween. It's cutesy Halloween. So I already posted it with a different audio and I like have it drafted with a whole bunch of other audios that I'm going to try. But this was like conceived of to be set to the Oklahoma sound. So I'll show you. I can't be the only one who hears you. So little ghost. Tears falling down at the party. Saddest little baby in the room. See how cute? I can't be the only one. Here, I realize I should mirror it. Hears you. Tears falling down at the party. Saddest little baby in the room. I can't be the. Okay, now before we all get tired of the song. But I think it's so cute. It's like, you kinda couldn't see it well with the glare, but all the more reason to go follow us on TikTok at Driven Catalyst and see it for yourself. Um, but it's like this really cute little like this little ghost I drew, like, walks through the woods, and then it finds the little hollow platform that you can use in reflow, and then the hollow platform teleports it to my office, I guess, and that's where, it uses reflow for itself. So, I thought that was cute. And then in a similar vein, I said I was gonna do a brainstorm, and I wanna show you what I have in mind if I can find it. Um, we were going through one of my friend's portfolio site the other day, and she has concept work on her site, and it's so cool. Um, and she was taught this way of brainstorming that, like, really appealed to me. And so I can't remember if I just took a picture of her, like, brain map or if she airdropped it to me, but I figured I would show you that because I'm about to do that with content, because I feel like I can't really explain to you how I came up with the ghost animation, but I think it turned out so cute, and I love the versatility, like, I love that I'm gonna be able to use different audios for it and put it up there. The one thing is it's not heavy on, like, using, like, a face, like, there's not, like, a real person in it, and I've kind of noticed that
I've kind of noticed that that kind of can be kind of a struggle. I use kind of as many times as I can. That can be a struggle with the algorithm sometimes if you don't have an actual human being in your video. And I think too, if people are just swiping through, um, they are more likely to scroll and think that it is an ad if there's not a person in it, which it is an ad, but kind of not in the same way as other things are ads. You know what I mean? It's more organic content, I think, because it's like a little animation, you know? I'm having a hard time finding the brain map, but from my recollection, basically you start with a center word. So for this, I'm going to do Hack Arcade, I think. And we'll generate content ideas for Hack Arcade. And basically it's just a game of word association. And then she would circle things that kept coming up multiple times. I don't know. This isn't necessarily intended purpose for that like form of brain mapping, I guess, but I'm curious if I'm going to be able to shake anything out of my own self. Like that's kind of the reason I'm doing this is I am an improv girly and I think word association does have a way of generating new ideas for me. So I'm hoping that it will shake something loose. So for starters, hat, chips, and hacking are always the words that I use in like fun little starbursts for promos for Hack Arcade. So, of course, those are going to be starting words. I'm going to write another one down. I don't know if I'm allowed to expose that it's going to be in the upcoming release. So I'm just going to write it down and not say anything, but just know that there are fun things coming and they're being used to come up with content ideas. I probably should just start spilling the beans on things like that and making this more of a fun, incentivized reason to come watch, but not today. So then hacking, I then would probably say like wires. I would say hacker girl. Hacker girl makes me think of gamer girl. If I'm being honest, this is all eliciting very middle school, RAR, XD, ooh, typeface emoticon vibes. So I'm gonna write them down because you never know what can come of that. Chips. Obviously, chips means electrical chips, but I, like any other human being, I would suspect, think potato chips, like tortilla chips, like chips. Writing that down. Chip on the shoulder as a phrase. Chip on shoulder. There may be something about that because, as I've talked about, I don't like to use the chips when I play the game, but you are supposed to use the chips. So one could say I have a chip on my shoulder about not using chips. Almost just said the secret word for what's coming in the next Hack Arcade release. Hats. I think I've talked before about maybe doing something where you see like trying to grassroots a TikTok trend all by myself, where you do something and you add another hat every time you do it and just like see how many you can do it with. Man, I really overestimated how helpful this would be. Cuz I do think this isn't the intended use. I need to find my friend's brain map again and see where I went wrong. But nevertheless, like I said, word association is helpful. So I'm going to write down the things we have in Hack Arcade. We've got a feather gun. We've got a flamethrower. We've got the sandbox. There's Dragon Spar. There's Pit Jumper. There are alligators in Pit Jumper. So the idea is that all of these things can be like riffed on in some sort of way and will generate a new content idea. And coming up with content ideas that are unique and fun and can feel organic and not just like a soulless TikTok trend can be hard. So I will leave you with this. This is it. Also, I'm like flipping my camera. I don't know if the output is being flipped or if it's just my view of it. I think it's kind of just my view. So I've been flipping it for no reason. But with that, I think that is going to conclude our live stream and our brainstorm session once again. Please go throw that TikTok a like. I'm so proud of it. I'm going to keep posting it to different audios, so you'll see it hopefully one way or another, and the algorithm will hopefully pick up one of them. But until then, this has been the Driven Catalyst live stream. It's Tuesday. Things are cooling down out here in Texas. And I hope you're all doing okay. Stay safe. Bye-bye.